garden friends, Debbie here, and welcome back to my channel, DK's Garden Oasis. For those that don't know me, I garden in Zone 6B, the southwest suburbs of Chicago. So today I'm going to take you around my garden for a late spring garden tour and also show you what I put in all my pots and my hanging baskets. So we will do that, and then in the future I'm going to be doing some follow-up videos on my amaryllis. So those are going to be pretty soon. They're going to be going on sale for you to order, and those you get in late October, early November, and you plant those for them to bloom during the winter months. And I had great success with all of my amaryllis this year. I did plant those in my farm garden so that they can suck up all the energy, and then I'll pull those out in August and let them dry out. So from there, I wanted to tell you that I have my Mokina garden is the farm garden, and that's where I have two plots. I have one plot that's going to have all my vegetables, and the other plot that is, I have it all in one area right now. So the back end is going to be all my flowers, and the front end will be all my veggies. And I'll show you a picture of that above, what that looks like right now. And I'll take you on a tour of that when the garden is sprouting with all the flowers and veggies. Okay, so gladiolus, flowers, hummingbird mix is in the flower bed way over there. And then I have some tomatoes here. I have some cucumbers, beans, and all my amaryllis are planted to just get some energy from the sun and just go dormant for the summer. And then all my dahlias is in this center area. So over here will be my pumpkins, and then I'm going to have another bed that flanks this one, and then this will be my arch for my peas and cucumbers and my pumpkins. So that should be done next week, and maybe this will be all planted. In my Frankfurt garden, I have two raised beds, and in one of them I planted all of my potatoes. Those are growing awesome, and I'll show you again a picture of that. And I did plant my ranunculus and anemones. They're kind of being swarmed by my potatoes, but maybe they will bloom under there because it's keeping them shaded. So we'll see. I will be going there probably in the next couple days to check on that garden. And in the other bed, I am growing my peas, beans, cucumbers, some peppers, and lettuces. So here's a picture of that currently right now. Okay, we are at my community raised bed garden, and I have two beds here. This one is my peas, beans, onions, cucumbers, and lettuces. And then this one, as you can see, my potatoes, and they have gotten huge. They're starting to lean over. They probably need some more dirt, but this is the potatoes, and once they flower and start dying off, they will be ready to be pulled. So I'm going to just show you what I've got here. So these are all my onions. I've got red, yellow, and white, and you can see those are my peas. I've got some more peas on this side, and there are some cucumbers and beans in there. Here's the beans. This is kale. On this side, I have some more lettuce that I'll cut today, and some peppers that are kind of hidden in here. I've been pretty busy weeding all of my gardens and mulching, so you'll be seeing that when I show you the video. After the amaryllis, I'm going to be doing a video hopefully on butterflies, raising butterflies. So more on that. Probably that video will probably be late July, early August, because that's when I start tagging my butterflies. I have not seen any black swallowtails, which is unusual. I usually have my first set come through here by now, and the same with the monarchs. Have not seen any eggs yet, but that doesn't mean they won't be around. Last year was pretty dismal. I hardly had any, so I'm hoping they come back. I have plenty of host plants. If my neighbors are spraying insect spray, you know, they're having the companies come out and spray, they may be killing off all of those, and including the bees, which is very sad. So hopefully we'll be seeing those butterflies, and I'll be doing a video on that in late July, August. And then in the next video will be my update on my amaryllis, so that you can order if you see one that you like. You could see which one you want to order, and by that time I should be ordering my own for this season. So stay tuned for all of those videos. Now let's go around my garden, and I'll show you the garden and the pots and hanging baskets that I planted. So today I'm going to show you a garden tour, and also my pots and what I put in them. So we'll start off with my crabapple garden, and you can see crabapple is not doing well, so we will need to prune this. Have a major prune on this. The garden, I did do this left side a couple days ago, and I have to do the far side probably tomorrow. Today is supposed to be 90, so I'm just gonna film, and tomorrow I'll continue weeding. So so yeah, this is looking pretty good, filling in nicely. And this is my little raised beds. I have some more to plant here, some milkweed and some natives, and then I'm just going to be putting some peppers and maybe some flowers in here. So let's start off with this pot, and I did keep the tags so I'd remember what was in everything. So my color theme is jewel tone, so it's like chocolate color, dark purple, red, and some amber colors. So in this one, what do we have in here? I do also have a canna that's just starting, if you could see that, and it's a red canna. And then, so what I'll do is I will show you the plants that are in here. Sorry if I'm going up and down here, you're not able to see. So the first one is Totally Rich Red Cupia. So that is this one right here. And then I have a Supertunia, what is that? Sorry, I have to look through my camera here. Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight. So that is this one right here. Sorry, this one. And then we have Color Blaze Newly Nora, and that is this one right here. And oh, I did get this one looks like dark purple red, purple variegated with yellow green. So that's my canna, what it's going to look like. Then I have Mojave. It's kind of hard to do this through the camera. Mojave yellow and Portulaca, and that is this one right here. And then I have my like an elephant ear. It's called a I can't pronounce that. Here's the plant, and that is this big one right here. So that is in that planter. And then I did the same thing on the far side, you can see right there. And so then what we have is, I'll try to find, here we go. The next pot, we have some Sweet Caroline upside down black chocolate, and that is this one right here. And we have Rockin' Deep Purple Salvia, and of course that's here. And then I did do some seeds, and I have some snapdragons, and I have some violets in here. So those aren't blooming yet, but those are these flowers, snapdragons. So I will show you that probably in the summer tour. Those should be blooming. the next pot we have is my flambe yellow, and that is this plant right here. We have Illusion Penny Lace, and that is this plant right here. Summer Jewel Red Salvia, that is this salvia right here. And then I have a Suncredible Sunflower, and that is this plant right here. It's not blooming yet, but it's almost. And then like I said, I mirrored those plants with the salvia and the sunflower, and then my canna and my elephant here. And then we took down the fence here, and I just weeded and put some mulch down, and that's the last of the daffodils. On the left side are all of my natives, so I have some salvia there, and I should have let's see, I put some more Rebecca in there, and the taller Rebecca are from last year, so those are just about to bloom. And then I have some veggies over here, just some small tomatoes and some peppers and some basil and onions and cilantro. So then we're going to go over here, and I moved my pots this year, my pineapple pots out here to get more sun. They look like they're getting a little burnt, so hopefully they're okay here. And then this pot, I have a Spider Purple Osteospermum. That one is starting to bloom. You can see that right there. A little ruby right here. That is this one right here. Firecracker Capia. That is this one right here, and I put them on both sides. And then a Gerbera Daisy, and I think that one, yeah, it did bloom, and so it's gotta wait for another bloom here, but that one, it was right here. So again, another pineapple. I have a little fountain here, and then for this one, my plants in here, I have a white Capia, and that one is right in front. The regular Vermilier, also a family of the Capia hummingbird plant. They love this plant. Dwarf Red Salvia. So that one is this one right here. And another little ruby, which is right in front here. Okay, so in this pot are all the seeds that I grew, minus these Vermilier. I put some snapdragons in here, some dianthus. There's some straw flowers in here, so those should be blooming probably in the next month or so. And again, this is the view from the side of my vegetable / native garden. Some more natives, and then we're going to go over here. From Costco, I bought this Mandevilla, and then I just have a little ivy on the bottom there, and then this one is some of my natives that I still need to plant. And this year in my green stock, I have nasturtiums. These are pea pod, and these are all baby greens. So that's what I'm growing in my green stock this year. Here is my veggie pod. So far I don't see any eggs from the swallowtail, and I haven't really seen a swallowtail, so that's concerning. But yep, so that is my fennel, and my dill is in here, mainly dill. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. There I have just some more herbs, and I'm going to be putting those in my raised bed that is next to the garage, along with some dill. Now we'll go down to the sunken garden. And I did put some seeds in here. They're not quite blooming. This is a smoke bush here. That's, as you can see, that's why it's called a smoke bush. It's a pawpaw tree. This was a white peony. It got rain really bad and didn't look so good once it rained. So yeah. And then I have these. I don't know if I put these in here or not. They look like little daisies, so I'm just going to leave them for now. And this is an interesting plant. You could see that it just blooms from the bottom and then it goes up, so we're about midway right now. And I am not sure, some of these plants, besides a lemon verbena that I put in here, I have some lavender in here. And this is Seven Sun tree with a maple behind it. This is my hanging baskets. So what I put in there is my salvia. And that's this purple salvia. I put in some Goldilocks rocks. And then I put in some Calibrachoa. This one is Superbell's Watermelon Punch. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. That is this one right here. And last, I have some verbena, I believe. Yes, some verbena. Superbena Royal Romance. And that is this plant right here. So I did 2 of these. There's my hummingbird feeders. I have I'm going blank here, Baptisia. And I have my other hanging basket here. This was my other peony that's on its way out. This is where I put all of my milkweed, so I have a few in there and I need to kind of weed that out. I have some more natives in there, and I need to get rid of a lot of this lily of the valley. And from my last video, you could see this really filled in. So these are all my butterfly plants. I think this is a weed that I'm going to have to take care of. It had an interesting flower on it, but yeah, I think that is a weed. This is rue though, with the yellow on it. And I believe this is wild verbena as well. And I have a lot of different cone flowers in here. So let's go around to the front and I will show you that area. Okay, so here's my front garden, or my front entrance. So I have a hanging basket over there with some patience and some ferns, it looks like, and some purpley flowers. I'm not sure what those are called, but that has my color theme in it. My milkweed is almost ready to flower. I have not seen any eggs yet. And this is another pot that I put in a canna and some petunias and some celosia. And then here are all of my other pots. So what I put in, let's go with these square boxes here. So first one is petunia. So that one is this one that's pretty much done. but they are purple flower, and you can see from the picture what it kind of looks like. Then the next thing I have is a Cuppia, this purple Cuppia right here. And I have trailing red, and I'm not sure the pronunciation of this, but that is that light green trailing plant. And then I also have a Supertunia black cherry, and that is this Supertunia. So that is in that pot. Then we will go over to this next pot, and I have another one of the trailing plants that we talked about. And then I have a Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight. So it's a purple petunia right there. And then a Ruby Sangria Angelonia. And that is this Angelonia, the tall one in the back. And this one, we have Pentas. And that is this plant right here. I have some Slingshot Black Magic petunias. That is this one right here. Again, another green trailing plant, which it's just starting to trail here. And then I started from seed some violet asters, and yes, some violet asters. So that is these right here, not blooming yet. So then that is it for the pots up front. Like I said, my color theme was jewel tones, reds, purples, violets, chocolate colors, cranberry colors, and an amber color like that celosia, or this little, that I believe is a pansy actually. And it has the colors of the amber and the pretty centers right there, so that's in my color palette. So let me show you what I planted in front. I just weeded that area. I forgot to show you these planters. So I have a purple fountain grass, again some calibrachoas, ivies, and then these are also tropicals. I have my this one is I think it's called a variegated lemon. Not sure how it's going to do, because look at my other lemon, it's not doing so well this year. So I'm going to probably be getting rid of probably both of these if it doesn't do well this year. I don't have very good luck with fruit trees, so if anybody has any tips, let me know. Last year I did have a lot of lemons, but it got spider mites in my house this winter, and I'm not sure if that was the problem, but it seemed to destroy everything there. And even though I did take care of it, spraying it, it still did not do very well this winter. And then of course I have 2 Boston ferns, which I always put up in my entryway. So let us go over to the front here. I have some hydrangeas here, and again I just weeded this weekend, so I have some lilies, some sedums. I'm planting more sedums here. So that's the bright green is lemon coral sedum, and then I did some I'm going blank again. Sedum here. It's Hummingbird Lane over there. Flowers between. I can't remember. I'm gonna put the name. I think it's Paca. I'll put the name above. That's the green plant, and these overwintered and they're starting to fill out. And again, that's lemon coral sedum, and then sun patience, the red sun patience. And then I have some other sedums that I'm starting to intermix here as well. That was a purplish red peony. Still got some weeding to do here, but that is my late spring garden tour. I hope you enjoyed that late spring garden tour along with everything that I potted in my planters and my hanging baskets. Make sure that you are subscribed and hit that notification bell for those future videos coming up. I hope everyone has a great summer coming up. Stay cool and happy gardening. Bye-bye.